The 70 million that we want to inject to enhance our drainage system, we should look at the 40 million we have spent in Banjul to fix drainages that haven't worked 3-4 years into a project. It is rather unfortunate, and I think the government of the Gambia should be very serious with first a procurement bill at the parliament. A lot of, sorry for my language, a lot of nonsense has been happening with taxpayer money because we don't have a strong procurement legislation. This contract was supposed to be an EPC funded by the contractor to be refunded and paid by the principal, which is government. We have seen concrete roads, but it's not about concrete roads. I haven't seen any hydraulic engineer working in this project, and we're talking about drainage. It's a shame that the government of the Gambia is culpable for the misery that the people in Banjul and beyond are going through today. Why? We have seen gas stations in the wetlands 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔 in Banjul. We have seen a dry port in the 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔 in Banjul. And these are the lungs of the city because water is volume. So if we want to evacuate water out of Banjul, it needs a reservoir space. That space now has been built with warehouses, has been built with petrol station, has been built with a dry dock, a dry port. How on earth should we talk about another 70 million to be wasted when our 40 million has just gone on thin air or even more? And see, the problem with this is the reason why this budget cannot pay salaries this year, we're still paying for the Banjul roads. So these are taking resources from paying salaries. This is also taking resources in domestic debt because we have borrowed money to pay for the Banjul project. So our domestic debt goes up. The public infrastructure bill, the roads that he has promised over the campaign that we are paying for, now this is what's happening to the detriment of the greater good of society. So money is to be well spent when you have scarce resources. But we cannot spend our monies wisely if we don't have a procurement bill that will protect the public's resources. Today, the public resources is at the detriment of Yamaneh. And this has to change if we love our country. And the technicians and technocrats, you should stop being strange bedfellows with politicians. You're making their life easy at the detriment of generations of Gambians yet unborn.